Good evening and welcome to ICU TV main news. Let's take a look at the top stories making headlines. ZRA intercepts 66,000 liters of uncleared ethanol linked to Zambia breweries. LCC reacts to reports on illegal vending in hospital wards. Police arrest Abigail Kalyabanyama for attempted murder of retired Brigadier. In international, aerial footage shows devastation after deadly floods in China. In sports news, Zambia falls to Angola in CHAN thriller. Presenting the news, I am Yamba Margaret, and now the news in details. The Zambia Revenue Authority ZRA has intercepted 2 trucks carrying 66 liters of ethanol that were falsely declared, potentially costing the National Treasury an estimated 3 million kwacha in revenue. According to ZRA Corporate Communications Manager Oliver Nzala, the vehicles crossed into Zambia via the Dakonde one-stop border post and were declared as transporting 132 packages of calcium hypochlorite per truck, a chemical that does not incur customs duty but is subject to a 60% import VAT. Mr. Nzala, however, explains that a physical examination by ZRA officials revealed that the cargo was actually ethanol 96.0% stored in 250 liters drums marked extra neutral alcohol 96% and bearing UN 1170 hazardous material labels. He notes that further checks confirm Zambia Breweries PLC as the concern, with Trans International Z Limited acting as the clearing agent. Accompanying documents described the product as ethyl alcohol intended for use by Zambia breweries. Mr. Nzala states that this constitutes an act of smuggling under Section 141, 149, and 159 of the Customs and Excise Act. He reveals that ZRA has initiated investigations, suspended the agent's taxpayer identification number, and is evaluating the possibility of revoking their operating license. Mr. Nzala says a comprehensive audit of 21 previous declarations made between 2023 and 2025 by the importer and clearing agent will be carried out, and the intercepted trucks stopped between August 3rd and August 6th, 2025 along Great North Road remain under ZRA custody. He urges full compliance with tax regulation, warning that smuggling disrupts fair competition and undermines public revenue, which is vital for national development. The Lusaka City Council LCC has noted with dismay reports of vendors illegally selling merchandise in hospital wards, particularly at the University Teaching Hospital (UTH). LCC Public Relations Manager Chola Mwamba says the practice is not only unacceptable but also poses serious health risks to patients, visitors, and healthcare workers. Ms. Mwamba echoes that hospital wards are designated areas for providing medical care and treatment, and any form of commercial activity is strictly prohibited. She reminds the public that the hospitals are places of healing and that illegal vending compromises the quality of care provided to patients. Ms. Mwamba adds that the council is willing to work with vendors to identify suitable trading locations, but hospital premises will not be tolerated as trading spaces. She urges members of the public to support efforts to keep hospitals clean by refraining from unauthorized trading and reporting any vendors operating within hospital wards. Police in Lusaka have formally charged and arrested Abigail Kalyabanyama, aged 26, of Nyumbayanga, in connection with an attempted murder case involving retired Brigadier General John Banda, reported to Woodlands Police Station on July 27, 2025. Police Assistant Public Relations Officer Godfrey Chilabi confirms that the incident occurred on July 26, 2025, around 23:40 hours behind Crossroad Mall in Kablonga, where the victim was shot twice in the back of the head and sustained serious gunshot wounds. Mr. Chilabi explains that earlier that day, Brigadier General Banda, retired, picked up Miss Kalyabanyama from Nyumbayanga and drove to Palabana, but while returning later that night, a disagreement between the two arose, leading to a confrontation near Crossroads Mall. He says during the altercation, the victim fired a shot at Miss Kalyabanyama, missed, and hit the vehicle, after which she allegedly took the firearm and shot him twice. Mr. Chilabi reports that police officers who responded to the scene found both individuals present, with the victim lying in a pool of blood next to a loaded pistol and spent cartridges, and that he was rushed to the University Teaching Hospital where he remains in a stable condition. He adds that the suspect is currently in police custody and will appear in court soon, charged with attempted murder contrary to Section 215, Chapter 87 of the laws of Zambia. We now take our first set of commercials. Please stay tuned for more news.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. In our local stories, Zambia Defense Force deploys military football team to Zimbabwe for friendly match. A 30-member football squad from the Zambia Defense Force has been dispatched to Zimbabwe for an international friendly fixture. Lining up against their Zimbabwean counterparts on August 12, 2025, the team will participate in a commemorative match to celebrate Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day. The match, scheduled to take place in Harare, forms part of the events marking the annual observance of Zimbabwe's Defense Force Day. This sporting engagement aims to deepen bilateral relations and military cooperation between Zambia and Zimbabwe, two neighboring countries in southern Africa. Director for the International Military Sports Council at the Ministry of Defense, Brigadier General Carl Jones Walia, officially saw the team off in Lusaka and encouraged the players to represent Zambia with pride. Comprising personnel from the Zambia Army, Zambia Air Force, and Zambia National Service, the team's trip is one of the key outcomes of the Zimbabwe-Zambia Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security held earlier this year in Victoria Falls. This is according to a statement made available to ICUTV by Ministry of Defense's Principal Public Relations Officer, Paul Shalala. Academician calls free education policy a game changer. Dean of Students in the School of Humanities and Natural Sciences at the Information and Communications University, Dr. Felix Chibesa, said that free education policy is a game changer that will help build a pool of educated citizens capable of addressing the country's challenges. He further describes the policy to be a transformative initiative that is expanding the rights to education for children from less privileged backgrounds to easily have access to it. Dr. Chibesa, who is a holder of 8 university degrees and is currently pursuing his ninth emphasized that free access to education is essential for national development. He further noted that an educated population is better equipped to drive innovation, solve societal problems, and contribute meaningfully to Zambia's progress. You are still watching ICUTV main news. We take a short break, and coming up next is international and sports news. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Welcome back. To continue the news, in international news, at least 15 people have died and dozens more are missing after flash floods hit Yuzhong country in China's northwestern Gansu province, local authorities have said. President Xi Jinping has called for an all-out rescue effort to find the missing. Aerial footage from the region shows widespread damage. While still in international news, Israeli UNSC representative says no plan to permanently occupy Gaza. Israel's representative on the UNSC, Jonathan Miller, says Israel has no plans to permanently occupy Gaza, and outlines the 5 principles to end the war that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu described in his news conference. Miller tells the council that recent talks with the Hamas fell apart on the day France announced its plans to recognize Palestine as a state. He called for the UNSC to direct their focus on dismantling Hamas and that anything less was not urgency but hypocrisy. We take a short break. Stay tuned for more news in sports.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back. In sports news, Zambia falls to Angola in Chan thriller. Zambia's Chipolopolo suffer a tough 2-1 defeat to Angola in their Total Energies CAF African Nations Championship Chan match. The team takes an early lead but fails to hold on, conceding 2 goals in the final 17 minutes of the game. The loss marks a setback for Zambia's campaign, and the team now needs to regroup and reassess its strategy ahead of upcoming matches. Despite the defeat, the Chipolopolo continue to show determination and resilience throughout the tournament. Zambia now prepares to face Kenya and Morocco in their final 2 games of the tournament. These matches prove crucial in determining the team's fate, and the strong performances will be necessary if they hope to advance. The upcoming fixtures are highly anticipated, and Zambia looks to bounce back stronger, with critical clashes against Kenya and Morocco on the horizon. The Chipolopolo must be at their best to secure positive results and make a late push in the competition. And that sports item brings us to the end of our main news today. But before we go, a quick recap on the top stories that made headlines. ZRA intercepts the 6,000 liters of uncleared ethanol linked to Zambia breweries. LCC reacts to reports on illegal vending in hospital wards. Police arrest Abigail Kalyabanyama for attempted murder of retired Brigadier. In sports news, Zambia falls to Angola in Chan thriller. In international news, aerial footage shows devastation after deadly floods in China. Thank you so much for watching. For more news updates, please stay glued to our website at ICUTVZM.com. Good night.